Hi, this is Amy Lewis, Cisco Marketing, here for another episode of Engineers Unplugged. This is going to be a great one. We're going to be talking about bring your own device and remote employment, a hot topic today. We've got Andre and Ed. I'm going to pass it over to Ed, and we're going to get going.
So I'll start off by saying, I've been doing end user compute for a while. I started doing VDI around 2009, 2010 when things were just starting. But Andre, what I kind of thought is, I'll kind of explain a little bit what I saw, and then hopefully you can help bring us up to speed because it's been a big focus for VMware. So back in the day when I was doing it, we were doing POCs with large storage devices, but using SATA drives, and it really was just using thin terminals and dumb clients and kind of just all about virtualizing a desktop workload. But obviously over the last couple of years, it switched gears to being more about mobile devices and application workloads. So there's been Project Horizon and a bunch of different things, and the architecture also, I'm interested to know if the architecture around end user compute and how it's delivered in the enterprise today has changed. Can you kind of just allude to, take me back from where I was in 2010 with VMware View and link clones and all those things to where we've gone now?
Yep, definitely. I think you hit the point here. We used to talk a lot about VDI, and now we're changing gears and talking more about end-user computing. And why is that? Because we're really trying to enable the workforce to work remotely, but in the same way that they work when they are in the office. So everything that we used to discuss about VDI is still valid, it's still applicable. We still do VDI in the same ways. I mean, we have different technologies now to make it more efficient, to make it cheaper. We're down to probably, in some cases, $150 to $200 a desktop, including all the hardware but Windows licenses. But what's most interesting today is all those new devices that are coming into the office. Either in the past we used to have like Macs and Windows laptops that people would bring, and now we have a range of different devices like Android and Ubuntu and iOS, and they all come with a different set of applications. And we really want to use those applications in the same way that we use our personal applications. So one of the things that VMware is doing today is trying to tackle this environment and try to provide you the same experience that you have in your personal life when you are at work. I don't know if you are across what we recently announced, which is the Horizon Suite, which embraces in a single solution a file sync engine, which is Horizon Data, so you can have your files wherever you are, and the files are all kept inside the data center, so you can apply your own policies, your own SLAs, your own backup NDR. It has also a content catalog for applications that you can publish to all your users, software as a service applications, FinApp applications. You can publish iOS and Android applications, all managed by your enterprise, so you decide what users get and what users don't get. And finally, you have an integration with your VDI. You still need the desktop to get to your session in many cases. We also have, we are creating a number of different clients for different devices to make sure you have the access to all those content, your content and all your applications from any device. So things are definitely changing. And when you think about the office of the 1970s, and you think about how Windows is structured today and how it was structured, you have a rubbish bin, you have an inbox, you have an outbox. It's really what the office of the 1970s was, and that's why Windows was created. It was created to automate the office of the 1970s. And we're trying to change this a little bit. If you look at the Upshift that we created and we integrated into the VMware View client or the Horizon client, that allows you to better use Windows and applications in a mobile device. Things definitely changing. Yep.
So what does that look like? I remember back in the day when I was using FinApp. So we're talking about focusing on applications. You would run through the installer, capture what was happening, and then you would go ahead and be able to deploy that. And then you would put those out on a share somewhere, sitting out there on the network. And it was streaming. It was pretty revolutionary at the time. What does that look like now? Have things changed for the desktop admin or the guys in the desktop group as far as point, click, run through a packager, deploy it, put it into like a marketplace? Is it pretty much the same thing, or has it changed quite a bit?
Well, we will still do that. We still use FinApp. We still ship in FinApp, and many customers using that either in VM review environments or out of VM review environments. But there's something that is definitely is drastically changing the way we manage Windows desktops, either on the physical or the virtual environment. VMware recently acquired a company called Warnova, an Israeli company.
What's it called again?
Warnova. And we acquired this product called Mirage. And Mirage is really about layering all your Windows installations in a way that you have layers for drivers and layers for applications, and allow the users also to deploy their own applications and create their own layers, which means that now we are able to control what layers go in every single device, Windows device. So it's an overhaul in the way we manage Windows today, and I think this is something that is really going to change not only in VDI environments, but it will change the way we manage the physical desktop endpoints, making it easier, more efficient, and reducing the OPEX.
So it sounds like it has changed a lot from back when I was doing it. I remember there was a company back when I was at EMC on the VMware Alliance team where they had kind of went over and kind of tried to do the idea of layering so you could give different personas to the desktop. So it really has changed quite a bit from back when I was doing things. Just quickly as we wrap up, have things really do you see more adoption in the enterprise, or is it still kind of a continuous slow ramp to adopt VDI in the enterprise?
Well, according to Gartner, the market is going to really increase over the next 2 or 3 or 4 years. They are predicting an amazing growth for the VDI and DAS and remote desktop session market. Something else that's very interesting that they're pointing is the MDM and MAM market, and mobile device management, mobile application management, to allow you to actually effectively manage applications and devices remotely for your employees. This is something that also the market itself is about $180 billion over the next 4 or 6 years. So I expect many different companies trying to target this market and stride in this new world where mobile device and remote workforce are becoming more and more important every day.
Cool.
So great episode, thank you. I love the reference you had to the 1970s office and how I never thought about that, how Windows does try to imitate the real environment. So because I knew you two are both such experts, this unicorn challenge is going to be 1970s style. Let's see your 1970s retro unicorn. Go, go! The evolution of the unicorn from the 1970s till now. What will they do? Will they go collaborative? Will they go competitive? Oh, they go colorful. They pick. Oh my goodness. I never know what we're going to get with the unicorn challenge. Oh my gosh. That is a disco corn. I can't believe they. Wow. I should never do this. I'm always get outdone when I ask this. Oh, moo. Oh, yeah, that's a trippy unicorn going moo there. So thank you, Andre.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. And a great discussion on the evolution of VDI in the marketplace and the impact on bring your own device. So we'll see you next time on Engineers Unplugged.